Do you think I can turn this leftover wood into a lacquer braai deck for our tiny home? Stick around and find out. As per usual, I was using whatever I had lying around. Old nails, hooping iron was on the menu for this one. This was a project that was pretty much born out of necessity. I had nowhere to put my braai, and that's a pretty important thing to me. And I was also being very experimental with how I was attaching the new deck to the old deck. And I think that's kind of important when you build stuff, is to constantly experiment and show yourself that there is more than one way to skin a cat. Now, this wouldn't be a proper Tian experiment without there being a couple of hiccups. One of those hiccups is me measuring poorly. The old carpenter saying of measure twice, cut once is very applicable to me. But luckily, like most of my mess-ups, there's nothing a little bit of scrap wood and hooping iron can't fix. I really love hooping iron, if you haven't guessed. And as always, Sasha was lying in the dirt and silently judging me as I was doing this project. I recommend a nice pair of pliers if you're going to be hammering a lot of galvanized nails. After a sketchy cut with the skill saw and some questionable work with my hatchet, all of the poles were in. And so I was almost finished with the world's tiniest braai deck. I just had to put on the decking boards and I would basically be finished. If you want to see some of the tips and tricks that I use to actually put on decking boards, because I have done that quite a bit, stick around for part 2, it's coming soon. And then you'll be able to see if my Bushman way of building was actually worth it for that braai deck.